There are things that need to be answered.
No, but Congress does take a sensible approach when it comes to episodes like these. But when you're dealing with a party like BJP, which almost follows like a guerrilla style of politics, getting back at the leg of everyone. So do you think that this kind of an approach will really work as far as Congress is concerned? Because Prime Minister's absence is not a small thing. An important terror attack takes place. And we do need to ask some very tough questions, whether it was Prime Minister's absence or the entire approach which the party...
Questions are going to be asked. But as I said...
No, but will it not be very late by the time those questions come?
These are not things that we get late. These are not things that people are easily forget. But at an appropriate time, and when I say late, it doesn't mean that we will postpone it for a year, 6 months. It's not that. But suitable time so that there isn't an unsavory haste that something is happening and we start asking questions. We can't behave like the BJP because we do believe we are different. We can't behave like the BJP, but we are conscious of the expectations and we are conscious of our duty. We will perform it.
No, but you remember in the past when UPA was in power, whether it was a 26/11 attack, whether it was scams like Commonwealth Games or others or whatever, immediately the heads got rolled when Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister. So why not ask for Amit Shah's resignation or some kind of a tangible accountability which needs to be faced?
These kind of demands are made by the Congress party. But we can't just focus entirely on Mr. Amit Shah or anybody else who is responsible. Those questions will be there, but ultimately, what we want to know is, have you found and will you find a solution to Kashmir? Because we were told that Kashmir was peaceful and that all the problems of Kashmir were over. We were told that, not once but 1,000 times. Now is the time to ask, when and how will you ensure that Kashmir is safe kept? When will you do so? Because it's not only a matter of national pride. It's not just a matter of sovereignty, but it's also a matter of how people of Kashmir have felt throughout the period in which it's being said for them that they are safe and they are comfortable. And now they are being told that, look, somebody made mistakes, etc. So there is an accountability that must out.
At the Cabinet Committee on Security, which was held 3 days ago, they took some 5 decisions as far as the retaliatory measures were concerned, where they suspended the Indus Water Treaty, they downscaled the high commissions, they closed the Atari border. But do you think that's enough? And if you say that they are supposed to come up with a solution, how they will deal with the Kashmir problem, according to you, what could be that one solution which will recap?
We can only say today that what seems the right thing to do. We will endorse and we will support. What has happened immediately, what has been done, we've endorsed and supported in our working committee reviews. But something more needs to be done, and we are waiting. That's the reason why we attended the meeting for your parties, is because we wanted to make it very clear that there is something more that needs to be done, and we are waiting. We will watch very, very carefully as to what happens, how soon that will happen. The pressure, of course, is something that's unavoidable. The pressure will grow on them, as indeed pressure will grow on us to ask questions. So we can only hold the line up to a point, and after that, we'll have to obviously move forward. They must therefore respond quickly or sufficiently quickly to be able to ensure that we can show to the country that everything is back in a track and that we now know what will happen. And perhaps that will be shown in the next few days, etc. But we will nevertheless be different from the BJP. We can't be like that. We know our responsibility, and we know that people expect us to be responsible.
But sir, till date, nobody knows the truth of Pulwama, and investigations, nobody knows how it happened, what factors led to it. And do you suspect that Pahalgam terror attack will make the same fail?
I sincerely hope not. Because, for everything that happens, there is a context. There is a time and place. And I think that the time and place for Pulwama may have been quite different from the time and place for for what will happen now. And I do believe that accountability is even more urgent now, and that it'll have to be. And if the statements that are coming from government officials and statements are coming from people in rights position that cover, there is a nervousness that's indicative of their sense that there is a lot of pressure. So let's just hope that they will come up with years to begin.
But do you think that whatever military action, if the government is mulling over, should be taken up soon after taking all the parties into consideration?
I know that all parties cannot be consulted about a military action, and I can't predict or insist that be done within certain parameters, because that will obviously have to be left to the military. But as I said, whatever is good and right in the interest of the country, we will support. But these questions have to be put to the government. They can't be put to the opposition. We are not at government, so it's not our responsibility. Our responsibility is to ensure that the government are correct.
Last two questions, as I'm going to wind up the interview, that what if the government takes of a military action which is closer to the Bihar elections? I'm just giving it a loud thinking. What happens then? Obviously, the BJP will try and capitalize on it. Again, the opposition will go on a backseat. They wouldn't know what to do.
Well, we will have to figure things out. Let's just hope that there isn't such serious alien that something that needs to be done today will not be done till the eve of elections. So let's give them a little expectation of good behavior. I think we deserve better behavior from them. Let's hope that they will comply.
Since the occasion for talking to you is the Bharat Summit, so I would like to end with another question on this particular issue. That are we looking at projecting, or is the party looking at projecting Rahul Gandhi as the real Vishwaguru through this summit?
Mr. Rahul Gandhi is the center of attraction for these people who've come here. When we were negotiating, inviting people here, there was only one question repeatedly asked: will Mr. Gandhi will Mr. Gandhi greet us? Will Mr. Gandhi be available to us? So please take hint that as far as our understanding and our discovery is, that the progressive world and the progressive way already treats him as a very, very important figure, a very important face. Now it's a matter of how much more we can do with it, or how much stretch we can take. We don't go into labels of somebody being a guru or not being a guru. I believe that he has a role to play in the world, and he has a role to play, of course, in India. And I do hope that this platform will consolidate that role and will give the right projection that the progressive movement needs to. So, thank you so much. Thank you.